Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're here to talk about Vernon Carey. The video might look a little weird because I'm on the road, so the audio might be off, the quality might be off, but I'm sticking with my uploads because this is a big day as a Hornets fan. We see a change in the center position. We see a change in power between Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo to Vernon Carey Jr., which is going to be the topic of this video. I rewatched the game to make note of some things that Vernon Carey might have done well in the game, which he did do a lot of things well. Obviously, he had, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 54% field goal percentage, something like that. Which I want to start off this video with a stat for you today. The last time Cody Zeller scored over 20 points was December 10th, 2019. I want to repeat myself. December 10th, 2019. It's been over 2 years since Cody Zeller has scored over 20 points as the starting center for us. Bismack Biyombo was back in 2018 when he didn't even play for us. He played for Orlando, and he had, I think, 21 points as well. Cody Zeller had 24 in that game, so major props to him for not scoring over 20 points in the last 2 years. But Vernon Carey for sure did. I'm going to make note of some things that he did well that I thought he did well. But the first one I want to bring emphasis to was his versatility. Most of his versatility was not shown in the correct way, where it resulted in missing layups and all that jazz. But the Euro steps that he did down the floor in transition were something that was a great shining light to me, at least, because at the center position we don't have versatility. Cody Zeller can sometimes throw a jam against someone, but other than that, we don't have an athletic center that can really do those moves. So for Vernon Carey to do those were amazing. Another versatile trait of his was those mid-range shots. Obviously, Cody Zeller can hit down the mid-range, but although I have my dog's hair on my mic right now, although Cody Zeller can hit down those mid-rangers, Vernon Carey was doing it at a high rate, especially in the first half. He was just shooting them, and it's nice to see a rookie with that much confidence just come into the game and just shoot it right away with no hesitation against the Nets, of all people. Obviously, the Nets center play isn't the greatest. You got DeAndre Jordan, who's kind of washed, but Nicholas Claxton is another one of those centers that I would have on my team, that I wish I would have on my team, the Hornets. He was a great center, and that's a great center matchup for Vernon Carey, and he showed out against him, and he showed out against a veteran in DeAndre Jordan. So for him to shine, Vernon Carey, for him to shine in those minutes really showed me something. If I want to transition onto defense, there was one play in the second quarter. Obviously, he had moments in the game where he would make a stop against Durant, and probably it was just Durant missing the shot at the end of the day, because I'm not delusional and thinking that Vernon Carey is going to stop Durant all the time. But there was one play in the second quarter where it was a closeout against Landry Schmeat. If you don't know who Schmeat is, he's a great three-point shooter. One of the Nets, shooters on their team, along with Joe Harris. Vernon Carey closed out on him. Not only closed out, but caused a drive into Miles Bridges. Then switched onto Nicholas Claxton mid-drive for Miles Bridges to switch back onto Landry Schmeat. So that versatility on defense is what we need for Vernon Carey to guard multiple positions. Obviously, he's not going to guard the 2 or 3 spot a lot. I don't expect him to, but just to be able for possessions to hold his own against shooters and to make winning plays. And emphasis on winning. Obviously, we didn't win the game, but to make winning plays can really help us in the future, because when LaMelo Ball, when Monk comes back, when Hayward comes back, those winning plays are going to matter. Obviously, it didn't really matter in this game because they won and we're kind of shorthanded. We're obviously shorthanded, but in the future, when we need guys to step up, I don't know if I'm insanely confident right now just after one game, because it was just one game where he did good, but if he keeps doing this, if he keeps showing out like this, I'm gonna get really confident in him. And again, I pointed out some other things He's still like really raw with transition layups. Just finding his shot in general, he's pretty raw at. Which is expected. He's still 20 years old, a rookie at the end of the day. So it's expected for him to be a little raw with those layups. Some of those layups, like as I referenced before, the Euro steps. Some of those Euro steps, it might just be advised to take one more dribble and to get a great shot over a good shot. But that rawness is with pretty much every rookie. I mean, LaMelo Ball is the one outlier that he didn't have a weak spot in him. But another point I wanted to make was the easy buckets in transition with Vernon Carey. It's noted to see, or it's easy to see how we do well in transition. Obviously, we have guys like Terry Rozier. We got Devontae Graham, who's out this game. Miles Bridges, who run the floor and create transition points for us. But in the center position, we don't have that. And for Vernon Carey to run the floor, and it's really just trying hard that makes him different than our centers. He just tries hard. He runs down the floor, and gets easy buckets for our team. And just there was one play in the third quarter where it was a miss from Durant, just sprinted down the floor, sealed Nicholas Claxton, and we got an easy layup from it. So plays like that, winning plays for Vernon Carey. Another thing I noted was catching the ball in the pick and roll. He can actually do it. Bismack Biyombo does not have a bone in his body or a sense in his body that tells him I probably should catch this ball out of the pick and roll. But Vernon Carey can do that, and that's just another one of the things that's the luxury of having a versatile center in this league, and it's just nice to see at the end of the day. And this is all just a one-game sample size, but I wanted to come on here. I know this video is kind of iffy, and it looks like 320p quality, but that's gonna do it for me, guys. So if you like these videos, subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys later.